not much time. You got to be miles away from here before dawn. Where is she? Follow that North Star. If there are no stars, just follow the river. Listen for them. Fear is your enemy. Whoa, easy now.
I'm gonna be free or die.
I don't know if you know how extraordinary this is, but you have made it 100 miles to freedom all by yourself. Would you like to pick a new name to mark your freedom?
Harriet Tubman. If I'm free, my family should be too. I made up my mind, I'm going back.
Why you back here? It ain't safe.
I come to get you. Bring all of you to freedom.
Do you know what would happen if you got caught? You got lucky, Harriet.
I made it this far on my own, so don't you tell me what I can't do.
Congratulations, ladies. I loved the film. You did an incredible job of bringing a Black woman's life to screen. And I wanted to talk about exactly that, actually, being Black women in Hollywood. I hear all these stories about Black women being marginalized, their stories not being told, so it's fabulous to see a Black female director, a Black female star. Can you each talk about the importance of that and what it meant to each of you?
Well, I guess for me, as an actress, it's knowing that it's been a long time since we've seen women in the center of a story on screen and on the big screen, and it's very far and few between. And so I know the importance it is to see different examples so that you can see that you can do it yourself. Yes. And so for me, this is super important because I feel like it can serve as an example to other young actresses coming up who might not believe that they can be the center of a movie, that they can be the number one on the call sheet, that they can be the lead in an adventure movie and do well. So that's why it's important to me, and I think it's a special thing to be able to give out. I hope it serves as a driving force for young actresses to do. Yeah.
For me, I think we need to be motivated by these stories. We as Black women and just as young people or people in this country, we need to be motivated by what people have done in the past, and that's why it's important to have all kinds of representation, everybody's heroes. And this is a very important hero for us as African Americans and as Black people and Black women. And we need to know what she did so we can be motivated by her courage and her force of will.
Now, I know a lot of people have talked about this being a slavery film, and Kasi, you have gone on record with a really interesting answer. So I wanted to hear from you, like, why it's not a slavery film?
Well, it's a freedom film. That's the way I think of it. But if you ask anyone, or if you're describing to anyone what's the Harriet Tubman story, what are you going to say? She escaped from freedom and she went back to liberate others. That's the way almost anyone would tell the story. You don't tell the Harriet Tubman story about her staying in slavery. I mean, it's about her breaking free and her quest for freedom, what she was willing to do for it, that she was willing to die for it, and that she was willing to risk her life for others to have it.
Absolutely. Cynthia, there is a lot in this film where Harriet is trying to explain when she's in Philadelphia with the Free Blacks why they can't understand her mission. And I feel like it actually parallels a lot of what you went through with this role where there's a lot of division within the Black community. What do you think people can learn from this film just about us working together as a community?
Well, I think there needs to be lots of conversation about what we go through around the world, because I think as Black people, we experience very similar things, but we just don't know, because we don't see each other, we don't talk about it, and we are living in different parts of the world, and we haven't had the communication we need yet. But if we make the space for each other, if we come together, if we conversate, if we talk to each other, then we'll see that you and I are very similar. Yes. We both probably have the same experiences, and that in the talking of it, we can solve it together. We can figure out what we need to do together in order to overcome those things, and that there's space for all of us, and that my doing something doesn't mean that I'm doing it just for me. I might be doing it for you, because as far as I'm concerned, I look like you look like me, and we're essentially a family of people that haven't been able to see each other yet, you know? When we get to a point where we can see each other, then we can probably conquer the world, I think.
Beautiful answer. I love that. Thank you guys so much for talking.
Thank you.
Today.
Thank you.
Thank you.